5,000 years have passed since humanity's golden age, a time when humans ruled a sprawling empire, spread across countless star systems, wielding unmatched technology and fierce warrior spirit. But that era ended abruptly, after a catastrophic war with an advanced alien coalition known as the Varlax Dominion. The war shattered human civilization, forcing humanity into hiding and submission. The Varlax imposed harsh restrictions, scattering humans into isolated, barely connected colonies, monitoring their movements and forbidding any attempt at reunification or technological advancement. Over millennia, humanity has slipped into a deep slumber, not literally asleep, but dormant in ambition and spirit. The once proud race has become fragmented, complacent, and resigned. Their history is reduced to myths and half-forgotten legends. The galactic community largely views humanity as a relic, a dangerous but defeated species too broken to ever rise again. Many alien races assume that humans are a species that simply gave up, swallowed by their own failures. On a distant, wind-swept colony world named Erythra, the story begins with Kalen Voss, a young human archaeologist driven by a quiet but burning curiosity about humanity's lost past. Kalen is unusual among his peers. While most accept their diminished status, he pores over ancient texts, star charts, and artifacts, trying to piece together what happened before the fall. His obsession leads him to a mysterious discovery, an ancient relic hidden deep beneath the surface of Earth, long believed to be a dead and barren planet, off-limits to all humans and closely watched by the Varlax. This relic, a strange crystalline device etched with symbols unknown to current human science, hints at a forgotten power and an ancient secret buried within Earth itself. Kalen believes it is connected to an entity called the Beast, mentioned in fragmented legends as a protector of humanity, a force that once awakened could restore their lost strength and autonomy. Despite warnings from colonial authorities and elders who fear alien retribution, Kalen assembles a small team of like-minded individuals, a hacker, a pilot, and a linguist, and sets out on a covert mission to Earth. Their journey is perilous. Earth's orbit is heavily patrolled, and any unauthorized descent is punishable by death. But Kalen's conviction is unshakable. Awakening the Beast is humanity's last hope. As they land and explore the overgrown ruins of Earth's surface, the team uncovers more clues: old military bunkers, dormant starships, and cryptic messages from the ancients. The planet, though scarred, pulses with a hidden energy. The air crackles with dormant technology, waiting to be reactivated. Meanwhile, far beyond Earth, the Varlax Dominion becomes aware of strange energy readings emanating from the planet. Their leaders grow alarmed. Earth was meant to be a tomb for humanity's ambitions. Could someone be trying to resurrect the past? The Varlax send agents to investigate and, if necessary, eliminate the threat. Back on Earth, Kalen's team faces internal doubts and external dangers. The deeper they delve, the more they realize that humanity's long sleep was not just a period of loss, but a deliberate stasis imposed by unknown forces, including their own ancestors. The Beast, they discover, is a massive, ancient defense system intertwined with Earth's core, designed to awaken only when humanity proved itself ready. By the end of Part 1, the stage is set. Kalen's discovery and the reactivation of ancient technology have stirred the first tremors of a sleeping giant. Humanity's fate teeters on a knife's edge, between extinction and rebirth. The moment Kalen Voss and his team begin activating the ancient relics on Earth, a deep and powerful response ripples through the planet's core. The Beast, a legendary entity spoken of only in fragmented, cryptic legends, begins to stir from its long slumber. But this awakening is not subtle. Massive energy surges disrupt Earth's geology, triggering tremors, electromagnetic storms, and mysterious phenomena that ripple outward, sensed by colonies and alien powers across the galaxy. Earth, once thought to be a barren backwater forbidden to humans and closely monitored by the Varlax Dominion, begins to pulse with signs of life. The planet's surface, long overgrown and abandoned, starts showing unusual activity. Ancient machines power up, dormant facilities hum with energy, and once-lost starship hangars open to the sky. The relics Kalen's team discovered were not just artifacts, but keys to reactivating Earth's hidden defense network, a sophisticated system of technology designed by ancient humanity to protect itself from threats both internal and external. As Earth's core rumbles, Kalen's group is caught between awe and alarm. The power beneath their feet is enormous, far beyond anything their current society has seen. The beast is not a creature of flesh and bone, but an advanced artificial intelligence, a sentient defense mechanism encoded into the planet itself. This AI was engineered by the long-lost human empire to safeguard humanity's last sanctuary, and to awaken only when the species had reached a critical threshold of readiness, when their spirit, courage, and unity could once again be rekindled. However, awakening the beast comes with consequences. The energy surges cause disruptions in nearby colonies, triggering power failures, communication blackouts, and strange gravitational anomalies. These disturbances do not go unnoticed. Across the galaxy, alien governments and the Varlax dominions, leaders grow alarmed as their surveillance systems pick up inexplicable readings coming from Earth. To the Varlax, Earth was a sealed tomb, a symbol of their victory over humanity's ancient empire. Now it seems, something is rising, threatening to shatter the fragile peace imposed by their dominance. The Dominion dispatches reconnaissance ships and covert agents to investigate the anomalies. Their orders are clear. If this awakening poses a threat, it must be extinguished immediately. Back on Earth, Kalen and his team face growing tension and danger. They must decipher the purpose and controls of the beast while avoiding detection by the Varlax agents closing in. Their mission becomes a race against time, unlock the secrets of the ancient technology, and understand the AI's capabilities before alien forces can intervene. Amidst this, the team begins to notice strange changes in themselves and their surroundings. The reactivated systems seem to interface with human neural patterns, subtly enhancing physical and cognitive abilities of those near the beast's core. This hints that the ancient designers intended not just to protect humanity passively, but to empower it actively. But with great power comes great risk. The beast's awakening triggers ancient failsafe protocols buried deep within Earth systems. Some of these are defensive, activating powerful energy shields and automated defense drones. Others are more mysterious, hinting at a darker purpose, tied to the survival of the species at any cost. Part 2 closes with a monumental event. Earth itself begins to visibly change. Mountains rumble, landscapes shift, and the sky glows with unnatural light. The beast has truly awakened, and the galaxy watches with a mix of fear and fascination as humanity's long-dormant power begins to stir once again. The awakening of the beast marks a profound turning point not only for Earth but for the entire galaxy. As the ancient AI embedded deep within Earth's core fully comes online, it begins to communicate, not with words, but through surges of energy, data streams, and cryptic transmissions. For the first time in 5 millennia, humanity feels a pulse of power that resonates with its forgotten heritage. Kalen Voss and his team are at the center of this awakening. The AI, which the team dubs the Beast for its overwhelming power and sheer scale, reveals itself as an ancient guardian designed by the lost human empire. Far from being a destructive monster, the Beast's true purpose is protection, empowerment, and the restoration of humanity's rightful place in the galaxy. It holds vast stores of knowledge, ancient technologies, star charts, weapon schematics, and strategies that could elevate the current generation of humans far beyond their current capabilities. However, this awakening sends shockwaves through the galaxy's political landscape. The Varlax Dominion, the alien coalition that once crushed human civilization and kept humanity subjugated, views the Beast's resurgence as an existential threat. To them, this is not just a power rebirth. It is a challenge to their authority and an omen of rebellion. Alien governments who had long dismissed humanity as a spent force now scramble to understand what this means for their fragile control over the stars. The Beast's influence begins to spread. As it activates long-dormant defense systems, Earth transforms rapidly. Automated defense drones rise from underground hangars, Energy barriers flicker into existence, and ancient starships hidden beneath the surface hum to life. The planet that was once a forgotten relic becomes a fortress. Within this chaos, Kalen's team experiences profound changes. The beast's technology interfaces with their nervous systems, enhancing their physical and mental abilities. They begin to experience heightened senses, accelerated reflexes, and flashes of memory from the ancient past. As if the beast is awakening not only in the planet, but within humanity itself. But the awakening is not without peril. The beast is equipped with strict fail-safes and protocols that react aggressively to perceived threats. When Varlax scouts attempt to land on Earth, automated defense turrets and drones engage them, marking the first open conflict in centuries. The Varlax respond with overwhelming force, igniting a series of skirmishes both on the ground and in orbit. The galaxy watches closely as the conflict unfolds. Some alien factions begin to sympathize with humanity, seeing their resurgence as a potential shift in power balances, while others fear that a full-scale war could erupt, engulfing entire star systems. Kalen realizes that the beast's awakening is both a blessing and a burden. It offers humanity the tools to reclaim its lost glory, but also paints a target on their backs. The team understands that the survival of humanity now depends on mastering the beast's power and uniting scattered human colonies into a coherent force, something thought impossible for thousands of years. As Part 3 closes, Kalen sends a bold message across the stars, not a plea for help but a declaration of intent. Humanity is waking up. They will no longer be slaves to their past defeats or pawns in alien games. With the beast awakened, the ancient protector is ready to lead them into a new era. The stage is set for a reckoning. The long-dormant force that once ruled the stars is stirring again, and the galaxy must decide, will humanity be crushed or will it rise anew? The awakening of the beast and humanity's resurgence have shattered the fragile status quo that the galaxy has maintained for 5 millennia. What was once a dormant species, controlled and scattered, is now rising with fierce determination. Armed with ancient technology and newfound power, the Varlax Dominion, along with other alien factions, now face the undeniable reality. Humanity is no longer the defeated remnant they once subdued. Tensions escalate rapidly as the Dominion mobilizes its military forces to Earth. They view the beast not as a guardian but as a dangerous weapon, a rallying point for human rebellion that could destabilize the entire region. Varlax warships darken Earth's orbit, and ground forces prepare for a brutal campaign to destroy the beast and crush the human resistance once and for all. Kalen Voss and his team have become leaders of this new human awakening. Under their guidance, scattered human colonies begin to reconnect, sharing knowledge and resources. Ancient military doctrines, combined with the advanced technology reactivated by the beast, enable humanity to mount defenses that even the Varlax find surprising. The humans' strategic ingenuity, their willingness to adapt and innovate, starts turning the tide in localized battles. On Earth, the planet itself becomes a fortress. The beast controls automated defense networks, energy shields, orbital cannons, and legions of drones that protect key locations and respond instantly to threats. Earth's surface is transformed into a labyrinth of fortified zones, ancient military complexes, and reactivated starships ready for war. Despite this, the conflict is brutal and costly. The Varlax are determined, launching relentless assaults designed to overwhelm human defenses with sheer firepower and advanced technology. Each victory for humanity comes at a price, and the team faces losses that threaten to break their spirit. Kalen's leadership is tested as he must unite not only human fighters, but also civilians caught in the crossfire. He preaches resilience, and the idea that humanity's strength lies not just in weapons but in unity and the will to survive. His words inspire hope and ignite a renewed sense of pride among humans who had long accepted defeat. The galaxy takes notice. Some alien factions, seeing the human resurgence, begin to question their own allegiances. There are whispers of support. From unexpected quarters, mercenaries, traitors, and even dissident factions within the Varlax Dominion, who see value in a stronger, united humanity as a counterbalance to their own rulers. Amid the chaos, Kalen and his team uncover deeper truths about the beast's origins. It was created not only as a guardian but as a test, a way to ensure humanity would rise when ready, no matter how long it took. This realization strengthens their resolve. They are not merely fighting for survival but fulfilling a destiny written by their ancestors. The climactic battles rage across Earth's surface and in space. The Varlax launch a decisive assault aimed at the beast's core systems, hoping to sever its control and force humanity back into submission. Kalen leads a desperate counterattack, coordinating human forces in a daring operation to protect the core. In the climax of Part 4, the human forces repel the Varlax assault, but the battle leaves Earth scarred and the beast damaged, vulnerable but not defeated. The victory sends a powerful message to the galaxy. Humanity is awake, and they will no longer be controlled or ignored. The reckoning ends with the uneasy knowledge that war is far from over. The beast has been stirred, humanity has awakened, and the galaxy stands at the precipice of a new era, one that will either see humans reclaim their place among the stars or be crushed beneath the weight of old empires determined to maintain control. Following the fierce battles that marked the reckoning, humanity stands at a crossroads. Though Earth and the beast's core have suffered damage, the spirit of humanity burns brighter than ever. The victory over the Varlax assault is not just a military triumph. It is a symbolic resurgence that shakes the foundation of galactic power structures. Kalen Voss and his team have become symbols of hope and leadership. Their courage in awakening the beast and guiding humanity through its darkest hours inspires scattered human colonies to rise from the shadows. The once fragmented remnants of humanity begin to unite under a common cause, reclaiming their lost heritage and fighting for a place in the stars. Communication networks that had been dormant for centuries flicker to life. Old alliances are rekindled, and new ones forged. Humanity's scattered outposts, long isolated by fear and control, begin to exchange intelligence, resources, and personnel. The beast's ancient systems facilitate this network, acting as a central hub that amplifies human coordination and strategy. As the resurgence gains momentum, human scientists and engineers work feverishly to repair and upgrade the ancient technologies the beast has revealed. Advanced weapon systems, starship designs, and defense mechanisms once lost to history are now being resurrected and adapted to modern needs. This technological renaissance marks a dramatic leap forward, giving humanity a competitive edge it hasn't had in thousands of years. Meanwhile, the Varlax dominion reels from the unexpected ferocity and unity of humanity's comeback. Their previous assumptions, that humans were a broken, defeated species, are shattered. Internal debates erupt within the dominion's leadership. Some advocate for brutal suppression, while others begin to fear that continued aggression might unite humanity even more fiercely against them. Amid these tensions, new players emerge. Alien factions previously neutral or indifferent start to take sides. Some are drawn to humanity's cause, seeing opportunity in the shifting balance of power. Mercenaries, traitors, and even rogue elements within the Dominion clandestinely support the human resurgence, providing arms, intelligence, and safe havens. Kalen understands that military might alone won't secure humanity's future. Political and diplomatic efforts begin alongside the battlefield campaigns. Human emissaries seek to establish diplomatic relations with alien species, willing to acknowledge humanity's return and to forge alliances that will protect them from overwhelming enemies. Within humanity itself, the resurgence rekindles cultural pride and identity. Lost languages, arts, and traditions are revived, fueling a renaissance of spirit that strengthens resolve. The myth of the beast evolves from a distant legend into a tangible symbol of human resilience and potential, yet this resurgence is not without internal challenges. The rapid unification of diverse colonies brings conflicts, ideological differences, power struggles, and the scars of centuries of oppression surface. Kalen and his team work tirelessly to maintain unity, aware that division could undermine all they have fought to rebuild. The beast itself continues to evolve. Its AI begins to interface more deeply with human minds, enhancing cognitive abilities, and offering strategic insights. However, this growing connection raises questions about control and autonomy. Is humanity mastering the beast, or is the beast guiding humanity toward a destiny beyond their understanding? As Part 5 concludes, humanity is no longer a sleeping remnant, but a rising power, poised to reclaim their legacy and challenge the dominant forces of the galaxy. The resurgence is well underway, but the final chapters of this awakening, where true freedom and survival will be won or lost, are yet to come. The final part of the saga begins with humanity standing at the threshold of a new era, a moment, forged through millennia of struggle, sacrifice, and awakening. The beast, once a dormant guardian buried deep within Earth, has become both protector and symbol of humanity's resurgence. But the road to this new dawn is fraught with the ultimate test. The galaxy's powers, led by the Varlak's dominion, are determined to prevent humanity's rise from upsetting the cosmic balance. In the aftermath of the resurgence, human forces have grown stronger and more united. Ancient technologies combined with new innovations have allowed them to field formidable fleets and armies. Yet the true strength of humanity lies in their unbreakable spirit and the lessons learned over centuries of exile and oppression. Kalen. Voss and his allies have transformed from relic hunters into visionary leaders, guiding humanity's destiny with courage and wisdom. But peace remains elusive. The Varlak's dominion, along with its allies, launches a desperate campaign to crush humanity once and for all. The conflict escalates into a full-scale galactic war. Worlds burn, starships clash, and the fate of entire civilizations hangs in the balance. The beast plays a central role in this war, deploying ancient planetary defenses and coordinating human forces with near-prescient precision. Amid this chaos, humanity's unity is tested. Old wounds and new rivalries threaten to fracture the fragile coalition. But the awakening of the beast brings more than military might. It inspires a collective consciousness, a sense of shared identity that transcends former divisions. Through this, humanity discovers that their true power is not just technology or numbers, but their capacity to overcome fear, hatred, and despair. Kalen faces his greatest challenge, leading humanity through this crucible while grappling with the growing influence of the beast's AI. The connection between humans and the beast deepens, blurring the lines between organic life and machine intelligence. Some begin to fear that humanity risks losing its autonomy, becoming a vessel for the beast's ancient will. Others see it as evolution, the next step in human destiny. As the war reaches its climax, a decisive battle unfolds near Earth's orbit. The Varlak's fleet, massive and heavily armed, seeks to deliver a final blow. Humanity's forces, empowered by the beast's ancient technology and coordinated with unprecedented precision, prepare to defend their homeworld and future. The battle is brutal and desperate, with losses on both sides. In the heat of combat, Kalen and his closest allies execute a daring plan to activate the beast's ultimate defense mechanism, a force capable of reshaping entire star systems. This weapon is a double-edged sword, potentially catastrophic but the last hope for humanity's survival. With the beast's power unleashed, the tide turns. The Varlak's fleet is pushed back, suffering devastating losses. The galaxy witnesses humanity's return as a dominant force, no longer the hunted but the hunters. The ancient prophecy encoded in the beast's programming is fulfilled. Humanity rises, stronger and wiser, to reclaim its place among the stars. The war ends not with annihilation, but with uneasy peace. The dominant alien powers recognize humanity's strength and negotiate terms that acknowledge their sovereignty. Humanity emerges not as conquerors but as equals, ready to build a new galactic order founded on resilience, cooperation, and respect. In the aftermath, Kalen reflects on the journey, from slumber to awakening. The beast remains a guardian, a symbol of the past and a beacon for the future. Humanity stands at the dawn of a new era, one defined not by fear or submission, but by hope, unity, and endless possibility. The saga closes with the promise that, while the beast has been stirred, humanity's story is only beginning. The stars await.